as they drive by, brings a tear to his eye. A tune so beautiful, but only he can hear it, lifting up his soul, a free spirit. A tune for old fella, surrounded by color. Someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother. The tune case on the roadside, he's been on the low side for what seems like a lifetime. Maybe today is gonna be the right time. A tune for old fella, surrounded by color.
Good evening,
Someone's father, someone's brother.
and welcome to this Friday night continuation
Brings a tear to
of
his
the
eye.
build of Diagon Alley by
Tune so
Lego.
beautiful, but only he
And
can
we're going to
hear.
go straight to big camera for the horizontal
Lifted
stream,
up his soul, a free
because we begin at
spirit.
number 7. A tuneful old fella, surrounded by colour. I hope you're well.
Someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother.
And whilst
People waving as they drive
we
by,
get into it,
brings a tear to his
we'll just
eye.
open up
A
bag
tune
7
so beautiful, but only he
and
can
we'll go
hear
for it.
Lifting up his soul, a
Oh
free
god,
spirit.
paper
A
bags.
tuneful old fella, surrounded by color. Someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother.
Yes, and he plays his song on the wind. A life unlived, so maligned.
A gentle, tuneful soul, never discovered.
And we're just going for it.
But still happy heart recovered.
I'm making a bit of a mess
A
down to my
tuneful old
left,
fella,
but I don't
surrounded
care.
by color. Someone's son, someone's father, someone's brother.
I hope you're well anyway. Whatever you're watching on Twitch, YouTube horizontal, YouTube vertical, I don't mind. As long as you're here and you're jamming with us. And we're waxing lyrical and we're talking about things. And we're enjoying life together. And that's the intro music done. And that's me killing the desktop audio. And this is me getting ready to start. We did this bit. Oh, we've got to find another micro figure. Already, another micro figure. They're piling up over here. And we seem to be getting 2 of each. So they are piling up over to my right. I don't know if you can see them there on the thing, but they are tiny. Right? They are absolutely minuscule. Which is a little bit of a shame, I might add. It's a little bit of a shame. Okay, we're just trying to get this microphone in a good position. I think that's going to be pretty good there. And so let's find this one. Oh, I found it. I found the 2 iterations of this micro figure. So small. Don't know if you're going to see that. It's just so tiny. There you go. That's the best I'm going to be able to do for you. Hit the like button, whatever you're watching on. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, of course, come along and say hello. Chrissy says hello. She's over the way. Having yet another chill out. I've got to do this 4 times, have I? I've got to do something 4 times already. So, we may well get into the building of Gringotts tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. What have I got to do 4 times? I've got to find 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one's going to be hiding somewhere. There it is. Well, and then 4 slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was actually relatively simple for once. I say for once. I'm just going to go straight on there. And is it going to be the same, just gap of 2 studs between them? Gap of 2 studs, gap of 2 studs. So, how are we this evening then? Whichever one you're watching on. I don't actually have anybody in the official horizontal chat yet, but they'll get there. So it ends up looking like that. So these are just shop fronts. Look. Ooh, shop fronts. And we're just going to continue piling on through, I guess. Okay, so we'll go for the middle one first. Which is going to be 2 of the orange 2x2 plates. Orange 2x2 plates. Do we even have such a thing? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Turn this back around. That one goes there, see? Okay. And then we're going to do... What should we do next? Should we do the bit on the left? We'll do the bit on the left next, I think. Excuse me. It is Friday, and you know what that means. The weekend, if that actually means anything to many people these days. It doesn't actually mean all that much these days, does it? Because we kind of live in a sort of 24-hour society now, so the week is all skewy for everybody. It used to be... Why have I lost my camera? Is that better? Yeah, I don't know what happened to my camera there, but I'm glad I checked. And then I'm starting to get notifications on my phone, because they're going to help, aren't they? Considering my phone is up above being the camera. It's a Samsung S24 Ultra that we're using for the build camera. Not the 25, because from what I understand, there's not really any... There might be a slight improvement in the 25, but it's not enough to rush out and get an upgrade. It really isn't. And the S Pen functionality on it as well has gone backwards. So it's not really something I'm interested in running out to grab at this particular moment in time. So, yeah. Do you reckon John's told everybody to boycott me? Because nobody's here. Oh, boycott that bastard. Hey. I wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't put it past him. Really wouldn't. But anyway. Anywho. Right. Okay. Gonna do one of those there. One of those there. And one of those there. So this is sort of the second length of shops. The first length of shops we finished off yesterday. And this is sort of the second length. We've had... Like I say, we're going to do Gringotts next, I think. So... well, not the next bag, but it's definitely the next book. There are 5 books on this thing, man. Which is a little bit much. So 2 of these allegedly. So we're doing some rooftop, either some rooftop decorations or a second floor. I'm thinking, looking at it, probably a second floor. And we're just doing like the internals of a shop at the moment, despite the fact you'll never see it again. It's still quite cool, I guess. So what's that? A single black stud goes there. A triple black stud. So we're going to stack 3. Stack 3 studs. Jeez. To go... I'm going to say there. No, there. And then we want a cone with a gem in it. Cone and a gem. Gem. There's the gem. There it is. It's pretty. That goes in the cone. And once again, it's just going to get hidden. It's going to get covered up by walls, windows, whatever. It's not going to be seen. But it is what it is. And what it is you hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and please, we are on the push to 2,000 subscribers. We are 50 to go, and we are need 50 subscribers, and we're hitting the 2,000 mark. Good evening, Dreadeye. I hope you are well, my friend. But yeah, we are on the push now. We are on the final stretch towards that 2000, and it's exciting to see growth, to see all the hard work that we put in actually pay off. So we say thank you to everybody that does join us. The dog and the cat below me are having an absolute brawl. It's almost like a death match. It's quite interesting. Play fighting. It looks like an actual death match. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll give the kitten will win. Yeah. Well, you call it a kitten. It's not a kitten. Not really. It's over a year old now. It's not a kitten. Guten Abend, Mr. Journey. How are we? I hope we're well this evening. Nice to see you nice, and neither of you, you've both come along. And Julie, there's 3 of you now. And none of you have hit the like button. To say that I'm offended right now is an understatement. To the 3 of you in the horizontal chat, this is, and for those of you in the vertical stream as well, we'd appreciate a like. Tired but doing okay, working on model kits. How about you? Well, I'm tired, I'm doing okay, and I'm working on a model kit, Mr. Journey. So, roughly the same. I'm roughly the same. My God, there is like a proper death match going on below me between the dog and our youngest cat, and it is threatening to to land its way under my desk here. I think we should put money on this. What do you think? You're going for the cat. I'm actually going to put money on the dog just because she's got weight behind her. She's got the size and the weight. Chrissy thinks the cat's going to win. I'm not so sure. You say the cats always win, but you haven't met our dog then, have you? Because it is not exactly smart. You know, our dog is, for lack of a better word, dumb. That's why the cat wins. Oh dear. Well, the dog's not lost. It's just given up. The cat's licking its wounds down there. So the people watching on these 3 streams right now are just like, what is going on over there? And the dog now just jumped on Chrissy, so she's just a trampoline. Oh, dearie me. Oh, you now wanted to fight the cat again? Do you know what I'd like? I'd just prefer that they both left the room. That would be the preferable situation here. Look, I'm providing valuable commentary here. And I think if I can do that, then surely I can do the same job that Joe Rogan does on UFC, and I can just commentate. Oh no, they're at it again. They're back at it. The dog's pinned the cat. The dog is on top. The dog is winning. Oh, the cat's just swiped her in the face. The cat has just swiped. Oh, and again socked her square in the face. The cat is poised. She's ready to strike. The dog is looking away in utter disgust. And then the cat's hitching her neck. She's lost interest. She just lost interest. Oh dear. So, anyway, apart from Mr. Journey, I can see there's 4 of you watching on the horizontal, 4 of you watching on the vertical. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. And also, tell us how you're doing this fine Friday evening. Let us give us a glimpse into how you are doing, how you're feeling. Give us some insight. I see that Julie sent me. She says she sent me some updated pictures of the chilies. Should we look at those together in just a minute? I think we can do that. If we're watching on the horizontal stream, anyway, we can take a look at the chilies and see how they're coming along. I mean, I never envisioned this channel becoming like a chili watch channel, but this is the way. Sometimes the way the dice is rolled, I guess. It's the luck of the draw. And yeah, we get some chilies. We'll take a look, and we'll see what the crack is. So this here is part of the roof, I believe, like part of the actual roof, and it looks very random until you shove it on there, and then it looks slightly less random. See, it looks slightly less random. Not all the way less though, only slightly less, but still slightly less. So we'll certainly I'm just going to jump over to my X real quick. I'm going to take a look at the message that Julie sent me. Oh, there are some updates here. So chilies, leek, onion, herbs, and flowers. Photo 1 is on the screen right now. If we go to that, there it is. Look at that. That's photo number 1. If you're watching on the horizontal stream. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? They're doing well. And then photo number 2 is here. These look... I can see some oregano, some cumin, some dill. Mr. Dreadeye. That's some beautiful, beautiful planting. Some wonderful. How are you doing anyway? How American pronunciation? Hey, dude. Speaking of America. Donald J. Trump has actually finally done something that I have to endorse. I have to endorse it. He's going to next week sign an executive order bringing back plastic straws. Oh dear. You know what? Anyone wants to bring back plastic straws, they've got my vote. Because paper straws don't work. I mean, he even put out a thing. Let me see if I've got it. Give me a second. Where am I going? I'm going not there, not there. I'll go there. Bloody hell. Yes. Okay, if I go there. I will be signing an executive order next week ending the ridiculous Biden push for paper straws which don't work, and then in capital letters, back to plastic. Oh, this guy's a madman. I mean, this is just a madman. And if you also think he's a madman, and you like the idea of plastic straws coming back, I'm just going to keep saying it. Hit the like button. So, the next store is built, which is here. It is Potage's Cauldron Shop. Whether you're buying your first cauldron or your trusty old one needs repairing or replacing, Potage's Cauldron Shop always offers a premier selection of brass or pewter, copper or silver, collapsible or self-stirring cauldrons. There you go. So, that's what we've got there. Anyway, nice to see you. Nice. Did you check my cheesecake photo? I did, Julie. I did see your cheesecake photo. If you give me about 20 minutes, I'll switch back to it. I will. I'm going to clip this in here. Because it needs to be clipped there for some reason. But yes, I've seen it. So, and like you say, it does look good. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of cheesecake, but then again, despite being a tubby man, I'm not the biggest fan of, food. So, I mean, people like Mr. Journey will attest to that. They're like, oh, I want to get food. Oh, nah, I'm all good. I just get me a. I'm feeling the grind today when it comes to my fizzy, well, my full sugar fizzy drink ban. I'm feeling it today. Because I woke up this morning and I've gone backwards. My foot's hurting again. And I'm just like, I was making so much progress, and you just go, well, what's the point? You know, it was getting better. Now it just feels like crap. And yeah, tough day, really. Very much so. A tough day. That's going on there. You just had 2 cans of Pepsi Max. Which one? I mean, I've got the Pepsi Max cream soda flavour right here, though they've sold out of them in Tesco, so I can't get any more. But these cream soda ones are very good. I think they're the best ones of the bunch. The strawberries and cream ones are okay. Chrissy prefers them, and I think Lisa prefers those as well. But I don't. I think that the cream soda ones, but that's probably because I'm such a fiend for vanilla Coke. Oh, these are good, Mr. Journey, but you can only get them in Tesco's. And they're sold out. Which made me sad. Because I went to get some more this afternoon. And to do £15 worth of shopping today. So not a lot. Because of my foot, it took me a bloody hour to get round the shop. It was not fun. It really wasn't. Textured bricks are my favourite. I don't know why, I just really love them. I just think they're awesome. And yet these ones are facing inwards, so you're not going to see their beauty. Where's the other gold bar? Where is the other gold bar? There it is, right under my finger. You have the UK's biggest Tesco on your door. Well, off you go then, Mr. Journey. Go and get yourself some Pepsi Max. Decent flavour. Off you go. No, actually, you know what? It's very nice to have you with me this Friday evening. What model are you building, sir, whilst we build this? Is it a model railway, or is it one of those model fairground ride things that you've been building? Seriously, this thing is so damn cool. It's not quite like I said yesterday during part 2. It's micro scale, so the detailing. You'll send me a pic on Messenger later. Well, if you'd actually get yourself, you know, at least a secret X account, you could send it to me on X, and then I could then put it up. But you got to get an X account for that. But I would follow you. So I'd do that. I'd oblige. Because you used to be on there. Well, when it was Twitter. And I understand why you came off. I do, by the way. Just if you got yourself a Coaster Journey X account, then you could send me stuff and I could put it straight out. Building up the second floors quite nicely now on this section. Which is what we like to see. I'm just trying to think, is there any other way? Perhaps not. I think it would just be X right now, because whilst I could put Messenger on here, I could inadvertently accidentally end up sharing some information that people might not want shared, which I don't want to do because it would make me feel terrible. And secondly, those notification noises would get very annoying very quickly. So, no Messenger on the laptop at this time. Right, so that's going to go that way around. Sit down here. Just make that slightly longer. There it goes. And then we're going to maybe lock that in. I don't really consider what that's doing, locking it in really. But it's... Well, yeah, kind of. Kind of. Not quite, kind of. We're nearly at stage 8 already. Which is interesting. So, we're going to do down here now. Anyway, if you're on the vertical or the horizontal, make yourself known, say hello, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and help us on our goal to hit 2,000 subscribers. We are 50 away, and we really, really want to get there this month. So, any and all help is greatly appreciated, not just a little bit. Not just a little bit of appreciation, a massive amount of appreciation. Where the f is that? Excuse my language. That is not there. So I'm going to have to see if I've got a spare. And I do. Straight away in my spare spot. Which is handy. Okay. And then we're going to put one of these in there. And where's that going to sit? It's going to sit right here. How nice. How wonderful. And then this little bench is going to sit right here. And then we're going to wall that in. And there's a wall. So, okay. And then after walling that in, we're going to attach that wall in like that. And we're going to connect it across here. And then we've got another shop to name in just a second. And some more texture brick, which is my favourite. God, I love these. I really do love these. So, let's put these last couple of bits of wall on. And that's this bag done. So that one goes there. And then we're stacking these two texture bricks to actually face outwards, which is good. I think. Yeah. So they're going to go here. Like that. And then we've got another shop description, which I shall give you imminently. It is Slug and Jiggers Apothecary. For generations, Slug and Jiggers Apothecary has served as one of the renowned specialists in perfected potions and magical ingredients in Diagon Alley. So we're going to build up on this one next. So we've got to open the next bag. Let's go there with bag 8. Feel like we're making a good pace here. Bag 7 took about 25 minutes. Anything in there? Nothing in there. Oh, I was wrong about how many bags there are. There are not 20. There are 21. There are 21 bags in this. I really don't like it, these paper bags, because I can't see anything. Was there a piece stuck in there? Who knows? There is a piece stuck in there. See? Load of crap. An absolute load of crap. But we are on our way to the building of pretty much the first half of Diagon Alley at this point. And then we're going to have to work out how the hell this thing's going to go on the desk eventually, because it is like 88 centimeters long. So it's quite a big one. So we'll just have to work that out as we go, and where we're going to store those parts and pieces, because those of you who didn't come along yesterday, we finished off the first quarter, which was here. It's very delicate. It is very delicate. They have kind of tried to detail out the insides of the shops, despite the fact you're never going to look in them. So, I mean, the big Diagon Alley set, the like £300-400 one, yeah, perhaps. But this is, what, 160, 170 pounds. Still a lot of money by any standard, don't get me wrong. But it is what it is. And let's begin. Oh, great. That's there. So we need a window frame and then a brown window. So, is anybody watching this? I know that Julie's quite possibly got herself the Lego bug from watching these streams. But has anybody else watching these streams gone, you know what? I actually want to get me some of that. It's cathartic, and it is cathartic to be building these things. It's lovely. It is relaxing. And points my mind, which is forever ticking over and over and over and over and over again towards something, putting it on something so that I can build something and create something. And this goes straight on. So I'm turning it around. I am, yes. And it's going. This is going over the top of here, like that, to create a secondary window slash. Yeah, it's doing that. Looks pretty good. Doesn't look terrible. Julie says, I'm currently building the block cake with light for Carl as he built his new bedside table earlier. So are you building... Is it actual Lego, or is it like a cheap knockoff variant? And I know that Aldi or Lidl are doing a variant. Because the one thing that I find, and this is just my personal opinion, the one thing that Lego have really, really dialed in on and got right in their actual product is what they call the clutch. And the clutch is how tightly the pieces go together and stay together. It's so much more secure than any of the alternatives, any of the so-called knockoffs. So much more secure. The clutch on real Lego it's just unmatched. It really is. So when you push these in, they go in together and they stay together with enough force that you think, yeah, this is damn good. That, once again, this is just my experience / personal opinion. But I do believe that the clutch on Lego is superior in every single way. Does that mean that they should be charging the amount they are charging for this, what is essentially just ABS plastic? Maybe not. But the thing is, it's brand recognition, isn't it? And if you can get away with it, if people are going to pay it, then people will pay it. And until people refuse to pay that price, they will continue to charge that price. It's just the way the market works. If the market finally turned around and said, you know what, we want your stuff, but until you put it out at a decent, reputable price, we're going to stop paying for it, then eventually you'd see more sales. You'd see just more price decreases in general when it comes to Lego. Because let's face it, the profit margin on this stuff, it is just essentially ABS plastic. And the profit margin on this stuff for them is significant. To say the least. It is significant. But it's good quality ABS plastic. Coaster Journey says, Lego prices are insane. I've stopped buying. We wish we could stop buying, but it's like a bloody addiction. Hopefully, there'll be less time for these streams when the theme park season begins again and we can get back out there, Mr. Journey. Because the time is coming. Time is coming. Then again, you know, You got it on Sheen. Yeah, Lego is superior, and it's superior because, like I said, they put a lot of time and effort into what they call and what I call the clutch, and I think it makes a big difference. I really do. Oh, look, a printed piece. We like a printed piece. Don't know if you can see that, but it is there. Shiny. I'm just gonna have a look at the vertical stream and drag this over a little bit for them so that they've got a better view of things. And if you want to see the build in full screen, then just go on the channel and find the same stream but in horizontal. And I'm basically a tiny little box in the top corner, and the build is the full screen, and that's the chat. That's what I'm talking to as well. Coaster Journey says, worked out earlier, my whole model railway with the controller and all the materials is less than 2 big sets. Well, like I said, supply and demand, and people will pay for it. So until people start refusing to pay for it, Lego are going to charge it. And that's just the way it is. Because the market dictates the price. And while sales are good, the prices can be high because people are, they're making a choice. They're making a choice to pay for it. If there was a massive push to, I don't want to say boycott, but buy less, especially when it comes to the big expensive sets, then their prices would go down. Mr. Journey says, this is why I want everyone to ditch Walt Disney World and Lightning Lane crap. Well, yeah, and I mean, it is the same principle, isn't it? Lightning Lane is only so busy because it's for sale and people are choosing to purchase it. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to fare if we do manage to make it out to Walt Disney World. I don't know how I'm going to fare with DAS. I mean, I'm entitled to DAS. Dexter's entitled to DAS because I'm physically disabled and autistic, and Dexter is autistic. But are we going to get it? Because it does seem not very likely. I'm not going to lie. So if we're stuck in that position, then do we have to just go, right, well, we're going to have to buy Lightning Lane? Because it looks to me like if you actually want to ride anything, you kind of have to these days. I mean, I remember the days of the free Fast Pass paper ticket at Walt Disney World, and it was great. And they did the same thing at Disneyland Paris as well. And the system worked. It worked well, but it was free, and they worked out they could monetize it. And fair enough, people didn't push back. And people paid for it, and people continued to pay for it. And then all of a sudden, it is just now the norm. You don't buy Lightning Lane, you don't ride. Which just sucks. I really like this. Look at this. It's a great little roof. Well done, well textured. I really like that. And we're pretty much getting to the end of this part as well. So this is called Eeylops Owl Emporium. So I'm guessing this little model owl that I've got here is going to go on or in there at some point. Look at this. Let's not send it flying. Little model owl. So Eeylops Owl Emporium, your one-stop shop for feathered friends and owl essentials for pets or postal purposes. Amid the hoots and feathers, Hagrid found the perfect birthday surprise for Harry Potter, Hagrid. Now I've got to build 3 windows to go along the front here. So, you know what? Did I do my French lesson today already? I'm not sure. I might have done. I'm pushing 300 days of French lessons, and still I'm not actually sure if I can have a conversation in French. No, if you don't do your French lesson on Duolingo, the thing threatens you. It gets like really passive aggressive with you if you don't do it. So I'll know if I haven't done it because it will get really passive aggressive with me, which is kind of funny to an extent. But then it's like, please stop threatening me. That would be very nice. does it. It's scary. You do wonder if you're going to get, like, kidnapped by a giant owl. Which would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So, yes. But we do it, and we're learning the language, kind of. I say we. Me, Lisa, and Natalie are all learning the language. Whether or not it will serve us any real purpose down the line, who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But if you are also learning a new language, let me know in the chat, and also click the like button. Just click the like button. Go on. You know you want to. Just click that like button. You know the piece is there. You now battle with yourself to find the piece. And then you're thinking to yourself, the piece isn't here. And then you find it upside down. See, it is there. And my favourite, texture bricks. I love these. I really do. I don't know why. Maybe it's just an autistic thing. But I love the look and feel of them. Right. Oh, another printed piece. We'd like another printed piece. So we're going to grab that. Another one of these. It's the same printed piece, but hey-ho. It is what it is, I guess. Plug that square into there. And then this one's going to face downwards. Like an M. And it can go... Where is it going? It's going on the middle. These are all going to get locked in a minute, I'm sure. Because they're getting a little bit juddery. Another texture brick. I do love these. And then just a plain green brick. Yeah, they're getting locked in right now. So this is going across there. Perfect. We're going to do a 1x4 here. Where is the single one going? There is a single 1x1. Aha, it goes in that corner. See? Patience is a virtue. And then 6 corner pieces so that we can lock it all in. 1. I mean, the design of all this stuff is bloody genius. And you do wonder how much of it is actual designers and how much of it is software. Like, using software to predict and render things rather than actually designing within. Never too old for Lego, says hello. Well, that is correct. Never too old for Lego. You are never too old for Lego. And look at this. This is now coming along quite well since we started tonight's stream. And this is the second part. I mean, I wish we could get better lighting in here. If we get it under this light, you can see it way better, but I need to get this light over the top here. We'll work it out. Not tonight, because we're in full swing of things now. But we will work it out eventually. Right. Going to do 2 of these chimney type pieces, are we? So we need what? Brown stud, brown thing. Like stick stands. Yeah, so I've got massive LED panels, and they're on tripods. But the thing is, the tripods can't go up on the desk. So what I need to really have is some kind of frame over the desk where I can just hang the lights off. So we need to look into that. So we've got LED video panel up there. We've got one here. You can see my hand illuminated. Over. We've got a blue one up here, which lights my face up blue. And we do have another 2 available. So we could look into using those as well, I guess. But it's finding the time to get all that worked out as well. Like, for example, I could do it tomorrow, but then tomorrow afternoon, I'm taking the kids to see Dogman at the cinema with the wife. And then we are What else are we doing? Chrissy's going out for the evening, so I'm home with the kids, and then I'm doing we're doing a music show tomorrow night. Actually, we're going to have some fun and muck about with some music, and then you go, well, I've sorted the kids' dinner. Where's all the bloody time gone? And then the time's gone. I think that's correct. Looks correct. We're going to put some roofing pieces on this in just a second. 8 of these and some flowery type things. All these flowers are weird. Look at these. Intricate for what they are. And also for some reason, so we're using my phone right now for the overhead camera because it's an S24 Ultra. It can film in 4K, it can film in 8K, and we're just doing a direct screen capture for a capture card. And it won't let me turn on the light. It says whilst you're doing a screen capture, you cannot turn on the light. John, you're in the wrong chat. But hi. There is a horizontal stream. Which, you know, never gets put out. Everyone goes to the vertical stream. And then they hide vertical stream, and then there is a horizontal stream as well, where the quality is just so much better. So we put out the vertical stream to draw people in. Say, hello, come and see us. We are here. And then we say, are you here as well, are you? Well, good evening. Hope you are well. Have you taken my comments on board from earlier on? My constructive feedback and criticism. Well, it wasn't really criticism because I've been saying it to you for months and months and months and months. But don't worry. And we won't be talking about any solutions tonight here, John. You know what I mean. It's a little joke between me and John from this afternoon. Oh, it was funny. Perhaps not too funny, but still funny. So we are going to get to naming another shop in just a second. Got to put this little roof piece on. And then we have some more. I think it's this one here. It is called Mr. Molepepper's Apothecary. Famous for its affordable drafts and solutions, Mr. Molepepper's Apothecary carries all the essentials young witches and wizards need to start their potions collections. Oh, interesting. Interesting. And no matter what stream you're on, please, please, please hit the like button. Because it really does help just push the stream out into the algorithm a bit. And makes it more visible. And that can really help. So we really appreciate just that tiny bit of support. It costs you nothing, but it means everything to us. Same as your subscription. It costs you nothing to click the subscribe button, but it means everything. It means the world to us. So if you could subscribe, if you enjoy Lego, movies, theme parks, travel, and people reviewing them in a fun yet cynical way, then please consider subscribing. Because we do appreciate you, genuinely. Did you? Well, yeah, you did see the plastic straw thing, didn't you, John? It was immensely amusing. Look at that. Just there doesn't need to be so much detail here, and yet they are including it. I am beyond. Well, I say for they are included. Doesn't need to be. It was £170, so let's face it. It's not exactly cheap, and that's not just for this part, by the way. It's an 88 centimeter long set. It's a big one. 5 books, 21 bags. This is just one part. So we're going to put that on there. Come on you go. There you go. And then what are we going to do? We are going to hang this from hither. That's going to be really awkward. You know that JK got the character names for Harry Potter off the graves in Greyfriars Cemetery in Edinburgh near where she lives. If that's the truth, you go get some video, some footage of that. You live nearby. You know what? You could structure a show around that quite nicely. Okay. Then I knew that owl was going to go on here. There it is. Ooh, ooh. Little owl statue. I mean, for example, and this is why we do a vertical stream as well as a horizontal. So the vertical stream has had a total of 13 views in 49 minutes, which is not great. But the horizontal, the horizontal has. But the vertical stream has had 235 views in 49 minutes. It's not even close to how much those streams are pushed by this platform. And we do the vertical stream to say, hello, vertical stream people. If you want to watch a higher quality stream, go to the channel, find the same stream, same thumbnail, but it says horizontal in the title when it's a much higher quality, bigger. Yeah. So you just saw a video where a guy was going around pointing out the names. But you could be that guy, John. You could remake that video. Where am I putting these parts? Oh, there's streets along the front. Okay. Street. I'm almost at the end of bag number 8. Which is interesting. And then one of those. And then one more of these. And then, okie dokie. We're going to do one of these like that on top of that. Interesting. Going to sit there. 3 more of these. 1 to go here. £170, John. £169.99. It is approximately 2,750 parts. It will look like this when done. I don't know if you can see. It's big, whilst being on the micro scale. So it's a big, small set. Yeah, it's very big. So it's going to come in at just under a meter long when it's done, and then you can position it in like a V shape or whatever you like. It is not a cheap set, and Chrissy's supposed to be building it, but she's not been well, so it's been left down to me. I'm building another 2 street lights now. Okie dokie. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, John, this is on the cheaper end of the sets. It's not that... Lego is very expensive stuff. I mean, Mr. Coaster Journey was explaining that earlier on, how he's so upset about how expensive it's getting. I need to find a spare piece now, because the piece just went flying out of my hand. But I've got it. I don't... Prices averted. I think that's the end of book 3. It is. It's the end of bag 8 and the end of book 3. And it's this street side or part completed. That's the second part of the street completed. So book 2 is finished. Done. Second book done. Second part of the street done. So there's a part of the street. And there's a part of the street. I've not ever seen it, John. I know what it looks like, obviously, from video and stuff like that, but I was never there to see it properly built. I would love to see it in the flesh. But now with Universal Studios Great Britain being built, we might get a version. So we'll see. The best thing we can do is wait and hold out hope that they build us something very decent. But right here, we're trying to do a fundraiser. So we'll be live tomorrow night around 7:30 p.m. and we'll be doing music to try and raise some funds towards a drone so that we can do fortnightly updates on Universal Studios Great Britain as they construct it for the next 5 years. And we intend to make that commitment to the channel. So a 5-year commitment to the channel. So Book 3, Gringotts Bank. Stage 9. So this is going to be the middle of the alley. I can imagine. So in Universal's Epic Universe, they're doing something similar. They're doing another fire effect that bursts out every now and again, but it's a windmill. So it's called like the Burning Blade Tavern. It's a place to go and eat and have a drink and stuff like that. It's in the Dark Universe section. And this windmill is, I believe it's from Frankenstein. But they're burning down the village. And all 4 blades of the windmill just burst into flames. I've seen the effect being tested and it looks spectacular. Kind of puts the dragon to shame, to be fair. But then Universal were gonna put their own other parks to shame because obviously they're just wanting to improve every time they build something. And it looks like Epic Universe is going to be the single most beautiful theme park ever created. So that's where we are. Stage 9. I hate these paper bags. I really do. Hate them. Got to double check in them because they're not see-through. Stage 9 is a lot of parts. So you looking forward to your show tonight, John? Got a lot to talk about. Plastic straws, mate. Eat plastic straws. Plastic straws. It's going to be awesome. But yes, Epic Universe is going to be epic. And they know it. They really do know it. They know they've got something special on their hands here. And, you know, all power to them. Absolutely all power to them. We just wish we could be there. But we can't. So, c'est la vie. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. Birds flying high in April, shot down in May. Maybe I should perform that. I don't know. It'll be up to the people to decide what they want to hear tomorrow. And I shall be kind. And let them decide. To an extent. Because if they keep chucking things at me, if you guys keep chucking things at me that I can't do. So tomorrow night will not be members only, by the way. Usually it is for the music. Usually it's members only, but we figured we'd do one that isn't. And say, if you want any more, if you enjoy that, if you're having fun with us, then 99p a month, you will get this more often. And if not, you came along, you had a laugh, we had a laugh, and no harm done. Interesting. So that goes like that. Yes, it does. And then that there. I really do need to sort out my lighting over the desk. And then one underneath. Oof. This is odd because it's connecting on a corner. Interesting. And that's all it's going to be, that's snapping them together. I'm not sure about the stability of that, but I guess we shall see. And that goes, does that just sit on there? Well, it's keeping it more stable, to be fair, doing that. And then that one on there like that. It's getting bigger. That goes there with a longer, thinner one there. With this here. And then two more of these connector pieces. You just had a nap, did you? What? So that's how you prepare for your shows these days, is it? You have a nap. You go, right, I'll get too old for this. Can I stay up? Just gonna have a nap. Yeah, well, that's admirable. That's respectful. I feel you. I get it. I guess I would be the same too if I was 104 years old, I guess. How they haven't put you in a home yet, I really don't know. I just do not know. Well, maybe I'm not meant to know. You're doing well, man. You're doing very well. I can just see it now. He's sitting in his studio swearing, going, "Fuck off! Why? I'm not off." And now he's laughing even harder because he knows exactly what I'm saying is true. And if he's trying to message me right now, I'll check on the X because my phone is going off. So hold on a minute. Someone's sending me messages. But it's not him. Maybe though, I've got lucky and he's just fallen off and had another nap. Sorry, John. Sorry. Am I sorry? Maybe. I don't know. I think I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. I've thought about it, and I'm not. I mean, sorry. So good evening once again. Doesn't matter what stream you're watching on. Say hello if you're watching on live stream via horizontal, vertical, or Twitch. Say hello. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and just generally come and say hello. This is a base for a bank. Okay. Putting that there. It gets slightly confusing, but then you're like, wait, no, that's not confusing. Sometimes it takes a few seconds for your brain to process it. You go, wait, actually, that's that. And then we are building. I've got to lean in a bit. I've got to lean in a bit. So that we can look at what's going on here. I'm going to start with square. We're going to start with square. That's there. That's there. Then we've got a corner piece. Which is going here. Another 1x3 there. Followed by another 1x3 there. Followed by another 1x3 there. And then these weird little things here. See, this is very fiddly, and my fingers are starting to hurt. And it looks like we've got Draco Malfoy micro figures here as well. Oh, it doesn't matter, John. It doesn't matter. Tiny little Draco Malfoy micro figures. Yeah, it doesn't matter, John. If you weren't here, it's okay. You're okay. Weak bladder, eh? Sorry. I'm trying here. I'm trying. And then then I try. You could hear me laughing, no doubt, at your expense, could you? Sorry. Yeah, I was definitely laughing at your expense. I can't even remember what I said. It was funny, though. Maybe it's me that's going senile, eh? I think it was something about putting you in a home. Yeah, it was definitely something about or being shocked and surprised that you hadn't been put in a home just yet. Because it is still pretty shocking, to be honest, that you haven't been put in a home. Your wife's just gone, you know what, that's it. I've had enough. Nah, I'm joking. I know she loves you dearly. There we go. But yes, it was me laughing at your expense, and I've been thinking back and forth on it about whether or not I'm sorry, and I'm not. I tried to make it seem like I was, and that would be being disingenuous. It would. So yeah. Oh dear. So what have you done to prepare for tonight's show then? Tell me all about it, John. Is it ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to go live? You got your slides ready? Is your co-host ready? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, my favourite texture bricks, but this time in white. Love these things. Dropping these things. "36 slides, 4 videos, Ed primed and bringing extra. That's going to be a shit show then. You were doing so well. so well until you said Ed Prime and bring in extra wine. Come on. Keep the man sober. Right. What on earth? It looks like I missed something. I did. I missed a couple things. I skipped ahead. And this is why it pays to go back. 2 hours, 26 minutes last night was saying how we used to do 3-hour shows without even realizing it. Yes, we did. Easily, in fact. Easily. I've been doing a lot of that here by myself lately. It's fun. Ow! That hurt. But did the 2 hours, 26 minutes fly by? Or you know, you just be honest with me here. Did it fly by or did it feel forced? And, you know, I'm just curious. That's all. Look at that. Ah, so that's how you're going to get the external wall on an angle. Pretty cool. Then we're going to do the same thing, but the other way round. And, you know, if it felt forced, that's fine. Last night it flew in really into the discussions. That's good. Right? That is good. And I'm glad to hear that. Maybe our boy Eduardo is finally finding his feet. Which is a good thing, by the way. I'm hoping he does find his feet because he's still very timid and he's still. Once again, I'm not saying this as a slight, but more as an observation. He's still very timid and oftentimes he just doesn't let loose into the discussion, into the conversation. And I wonder if that's shyness more than anything else, or if it's just he's not into it. I don't know. And I'm not talking about the shows in general, but maybe the point of discussion. But those are just my observations. And obviously no one has to listen to me. People rarely do. Oh dear. And then this one goes on this way. That's actually pretty cool. And also in the wrong place. Goes there. This is a good technique to build angles. And then we're going to do... Right, so that one goes there. How can that go there? It can't. So it has to go there. Yeah. It has to go there. That one has to go there. And then we've got these white cut off corners. Here and here. So yes, I'm taking the kids to the cinema to see Dogman tomorrow, so we might review that. If we've got some time. It only came out in the UK today, I think. So we'll take a look at it. Well, obviously we are taking a look at it. I just booked the tickets. So it's that kids movie about a half man, half dog police officer. Because the man and the dog both die, so they cut off the dog's head and put it on a man's body. It seems quite gruesome and brutal, I'm not going to lie. But it's a kids' movie. That's right, it's a kids' movie. So we're going to go and check that out. Dog Man. Babe, you looking forward to it? Chrissy says she thought about it for a second there. She took a big sigh and went, no. But she did think about it. Okay, and that one goes on there. Look at that. That is pretty cool because there's different places you can attach the pieces. However you want to display it. And then we've nearly done this bag as well. So we've got this here with another printed piece. It's got a little dragon on it. Don't know if you can see that. A little dragon on it. They're tiny. And turn this back around. Put this on here. And there it goes. Spare pieces. Hi there, Britmate. How are we this evening? Stage 10. 10 of 21. We were just talking to John there about Parky. What's Parky mean? I don't know this newfangled lingo. A plastic bag! Yes! Oh, cold. Nippy cold. Yeah, it is cold. I'm so happy. Little things make me happy. Plastic bags being one of them. Plastic over paper every day of the week. Plastic bags, plastic straws, all of it. Well, Florence has not been about lately. She sort of started to get the message. Although, right at the beginning of the stream, actually, the dog and the youngest cat, Oreo, I was sitting here commentating like a UFC fighter because they were having a death match right down there. they were just going at it. The cat Oreo's disappeared and the dog is just on the bed over there with Chrissy, just absolutely pooped. She's done. And that was my very last Pepsi Max with cream soda. 0 sugar, of course. And they didn't have any more in Tesco, so I'm sad. I was enjoying those. Dexter has been snatching them out from under me, little bastard. But coming from me, saying a 0 sugar, oh no Easter eggs here. Not yet, anyway. It's not that time of year. But yeah, oh yeah, there's plenty of Easter eggs in Tesco. There's been Easter eggs in Tesco since December, mate. It's sickening. It's shocking. It's up, but it is what it is. Literally, Christmas hadn't even been packed away yet, and they had the Easter egg aisle out in Tesco. It was goddamn ridiculous. Or goddamn ridiculous. However you want to say it. But it was that. And you wonder, are any... Oh, excuse me. Are any of these Easter eggs actually going to stay in tip-top condition between now and Easter? Because I don't think they are. I think they'll end up absolutely disgusting. If you actually bought them for Easter, they'll end up disgusting. Even if you keep them in the fridge. So, it beggars belief, really, that they did this. And I've never seen Easter come out so early. Maybe you have. But I've never seen Easter come out so early. It was like the 27th of December, I think. Tesco's had an Easter aisle. I put it on X. I took a photograph of it and I put it on X. It's ridiculous. Pointless is what it is. It is disgusting and it's pointless. Because it's just consumerism at this point, isn't it? I mean, Christmas is just consumerism. It doesn't really mean anything to most people. Let's face it, most people are not Christians. Most people are not really of any religion. And yet they celebrate Christmas, they celebrate Easter, because it means consumerism. It's like you're seeing all of this. Me and Chrissy make a point, right? We've been married coming on 12 years. It'll be our 12th anniversary. Where did you send me the picture? Did you send it on X? Or did you send it on Messenger? Because if you send it on Messenger, I cannot see it. Until we finish, of course. Then I can put it on. So it'll be our 12th anniversary on the 1st of March. Thank you, Britmate. First up, we've got Dexter's 11th birthday coming up in what? 11 days. He's 11 in 11 days. But we make a point to not celebrate Valentine's Day. So we just don't see a point in it. First of all, it's really close to our anniversary anyway, but second of all, it's just consumerism in action, isn't it? It's just it's the shopping industry looking for another way to get more and more and more money out of you. Be it... Hold on. Let me click on that link and hope it doesn't kill my stream. Oh yeah, there you go. That works. So I can just do that. There's your little picture. So you've built that this evening, have you, Mr. Coaster Journey? That looks pretty good. I can show people. If you're on the horizontal stream, you'll be able to see this right now. That's pretty cool. I like that. So yeah, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day because it's just they want more money out of you. More and more and more money out of you. And besides, I'm not being funny, but you can tell somebody that you love them any day of the week. You're doing Phantom Peak for Valentine's Day. I have no idea what Phantom Peak is, but enjoy. You don't need to make some kind of... I mean, even Costco are selling a bouquet of roses in a box. 17 roses that they say will last up to a year. Bollocks, first and foremost. But they are... how much are they? £99.99. And you're right, Julie. It's nothing but corporate greed. If you love somebody, you don't need to spend money on a specific day to tell them you love them. I have a real issue with expressing emotion anyway. So why would I do it on a designated day? Because I'm told to. Chrissy will tell you, I'm not exactly a romantic. Because I don't really know how to be. It's well out of my comfort zone. But... Ooh, texture break. I do love these things. Look. open world immersive escape room style thing. Different trails and stories within a big open world thing. Sounds like fun. Until it's not, though. Right? That does kind of sound like fun, but in the same breath, if it's in the UK, mate, it's going to be shit. Let me just say it how it is, because until Universal comes and opens, themed entertainment in this country is not great. We don't do theming very well here. And hopefully one day Universal will force these other companies to sort of innovate and get better. But I hope it's good. I hope you enjoy it. But I mean, yeah, some of the Halloween events we get are pretty good, but they're still not on that level, are they? They're not, and I don't think it's wrong to point that out. Oh, it's London. Eesh. Eesh. Okay. Enjoy? I know that you like London a lot, though. I am not a fan of London. You know that. I try and avoid going into London. Poulton's called, did they? What, do they want somebody to come down for the opening of their new thing? Because we'll do that. We really should get onto them, by the way. I went to the posh hotel in London because it was free, Britmate. Do you really think I could pay that? I couldn't pay for that. Just no way. No way on this earth. Oh yeah, Polton's is kind of good. It's good. They do some theming very well. Okay, I will agree with that. Tornado Springs is great. Peppa Pig Land is, I mean, it's well themed for what it is, but then in the same breath, it wasn't Polton's doing that. Because Polton's Park is in southeast England here. Well, South England, not southeast. Kind of southwesty, I guess. Because Peppa Pig World / Peppa Pig Land is a standard that they have to, and design that they have to adhere to. Because if you look at the other ones around the world, even the ones run by Merlin, it's the same design. So that hasn't been designed by Polton. That's been designed for Polton. So they had to go to that standard. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, because it's not. But what I'm saying is I don't think that we can put the yes, basically they are resellers for Peppa Pig Land. They do, but it's more about Lost Kingdom, Tornado Springs, and the new haunted house they're building than a massive Viking area soon. Yes, and I will say this, Tornado Springs is great. It really is. It's well themed, really well themed actually. And the rides within it are really good. Portland serves Dole Whip. I didn't know that. And I've been there a few times. I didn't know they served Dole Whip. But the point is that we can't give them Peppa Pig Land, because Peppa Pig Land it's a standard design that is, and even the rides given to them, the ride names, the ride, what they offer and what they can achieve, it's all done on their behalf, and they're just sort of putting it up, if you get what I mean. So, whilst yes, it is great, they are and they are responsible for paying for it. They definitely aren't responsible for the overall design, because you see the same rides with the same names and the same layouts in all of the other Peppa Pig Lands going. So, and Poltons are not getting a royalty for that, so they must not have come up with those designs and names. Would be my it's over by Storm Chaser, is it? Well, you know what? giant pendulum. It's not an Intamin pendulum, is it? It's is it a Huss pendulum swing? Whatever it is, I know it's not Intamin because they couldn't afford an Intamin one. But that giant swing over there is really, really good. Really well done. And it's got a lot of force to it for the cheaper model as well. That giant Intamin swing is not coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, is it? Let's face it. When you satisfy a loan, literally within like 48 hours of getting that loan for a ride, you've cancelled the ride. All they did was cancel the loan. Rather. So Blackpool Pleasure Beach's big new ride for 2025 is a retheme of the drop tower. Or shot tower, whatever you want to call it, launch pad. Shot tower, drop tower, shot and drop. You know what they could have done to make it unique and really given themselves a standout winner? They could have put the spinning seats on. Because S&S now offer a model, well, they offer a new set of seats for their existing towers with rotating spinning seats that go upside down and stuff. That could have been something very special. Had they gone for that, I think they've really missed the mark by simply retheming the launch pad tower thing that's been out of commission for a year. Personally, that's just my opinion. I think they've missed a great opportunity. But maybe they'll do it for 2026. Who knows? And people are speculating that Hyperion might get a backward seat this year at Fort Park. I thought it would anyway. I thought they might start it with a backward seat because of what they did to DC Rivals over in the Gold Coast in Australia. But apparently not. So perhaps they will put a backward seat on it. I mean, they did it with the Swarm, didn't they? At Fort Park. They put the Brave It backward seats on. They were great. Did anybody actually go to Fort Park here in the UK and try the backwards rows on the Swarm? Because I did. And I absolutely loved every second of it. And it was like 2 seasons it was available for. And yeah, it was great. Zamperla is the swing at Portons. You know what? Zamperla are the best flat ride makers in the world. They absolutely are. They are the biggest flat ride makers in the world. They are the best. And a lot of Portons Park is probably Zamperla. I mean, I know pretty much all of Thomasland at Drayton Manor is Zamperla. It's like one big Zamperla deal that they've got. And then obviously when they opened their Vikings land over in Drayton Manor, they got a Zamperla Nebulous. Even Butlins in Skegness has got a Zamperla Nebulous, which is odd. It's only a 2-seater one, or a 2-arm one. Yeah, well, now SBF I have a real problem with. Zamperla have tried to, branch out into coasters as of late, and they've really, really screwed up, in my opinion, with Top Thrill 2 over at Cedar Point in Ohio. Really screwed up. I mean, they said they could do it. They clearly couldn't do it. The coaster operated for 8 days of the 2024 season, and then that was it. No more Top Thrill 2. Zamperla really messed up over there. But SBF just make shit coasters, don't they? Yeah, they don't claim to be the best, but isn't Minifigure Speedway over at Legoland Windsor an SBF visa? I'm pretty certain that it is. And while it is fun, it's not that great. And I have a real problem with shuttle coasters anyway, because capacity is absolutely wrecked with a shuttle coaster, because you can only have one train on the track. It's going forwards, stopping and coming backwards along, which means you can't be loading separate trains unless you have switch tracks, to move from station to station, and that becomes very expensive. And that means capacity is a nightmare. So I do have a problem, and that's why I love Mandrill Mayhem at Chessington, the B&M wing coaster that they've got there. It's great fun, the concept is great, But A, it doesn't even have a maintenance shed. But B, being a shuttle coaster, it's, you know, really limited in its capacity. Wallaby Belgium have a 2-train shuttle coaster, but I'm guessing they're using a switch track then. Like I said, they're using some kind of switch track in order to make that happen. And Merlin are either too cheap or too lazy to build a switch track. I've got a piece missing. Like, I genuinely have a piece missing, which is really annoying me. And it just came flying out the paper bag because it blended in. Because it was white. It's a Mac turntable. Is it? See, that's... Why didn't they do something with Mandrill Mayhem like that? Why did they not... oh, minifigure is a Zera. Even worse. Oof. I mean, isn't the... the Dragon's a Zera as well, isn't it? At Legoland Windsor. It's not at other Legoland parks, but I believe it is at Windsor. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh man, we're geeking out about coaster manufacturers here. And I'm loving every second of it. Have you ridden the Zamperla, Mr. Journey? Have you ridden the Zamperla Nebulous at Drayton Manor? And is it? Because I've never ridden one, and it does look cool. But is it? See, I'm not a fan of Zero coasters. I'm just not. In the slightest. But once again, Dragon is WGH transfer. It's not Zero. I thought it. Wow. Okay. I was sure that the Dragon was a Zero Tivoli, pretty much, but apparently not. You learn something new every day. There you go. I'll tell you what Dragon is, boring. Which is unfortunate because the coaster section of the Dragon could be great. You've done 2 Nebulas, one in Drayton and one in Lisburg. Are they good is the question. Because they also look like a capacity nightmare. They look like you're gonna wait ages to ride it. And is it worth doing? I mean, the Zamperla Air Race is one of my favourite flat rides. And they've got a big one at Drayton Manor and they've got a smaller one on Brighton Pier. So I really love some Zamperla flat rides. And there you go. You've said it yourself. Low capacity. But does it require, and this is the other thing, better to watch, okay? Because I see that Nebulas has an over-the-shoulder restraint. And that also puts me off, because I think this thing doesn't invert, does it? It doesn't invert. It doesn't go upside down. So why have an over-the-shoulder restraint on it? You can correct me if I'm wrong. Perhaps you can go all the way over on a Nebulous, but I don't think you can. So why does it have an over-the-shoulder restraint? It just needs a lap bar. This Gringotts thing is quite cool. Yeah, I mean, some rides are just, they look way better than they are. I tell you what, I love, and a lot of people say look better than they are, but I think one of the best flat rides out there, to be fair, is an S&S Screaming Swing. I think they're great. Rush at Thorpe Park obviously being the prime example of that. Not running anywhere near as forcefully as it used to. That is screwed. They need to get S&S in to fix that, to be fair. It does need a fixing. Look at that. Straight on there. Building up Gringotts Bank now. And then I'm building some kind of... I mean, this is a cool little section of Diagon Alley. I'm not going to lie. I'm enjoying this build. I shouldn't be doing all of this build, though. Chrissy should be doing at least some of it. Right. This is confusing. So this just slides in here? It's not going to clip in here. Oh, it's going to go on a stud. I was getting slightly confused there. Up. Swing out on the cliff facing seats is awesome. Where's that? Yeah, Rush is a sad state of a ride. It really is. It's had better days. It needs massive amounts of work. Lisberg. Okay. Ah, yes, the Lisberg Screaming Swing. Add that. Okay, we're going to have to go to Lisberg, even if it's just for a day trip at some point, because it's a park that I've never been to. We want to cover it on the channel, so we're going to have to go at some point. You can get flights directly from Stansted, can you not? That land like 20 minutes away from, or 15 minutes away from the park in Gothenburg. So we're going to have to do it. Well, there you go then. We're going to have to do it. Okay. That is bag 10 done. You've done it as a day trip before. I mean, they're also very good with giving access to channels, aren't they? They're very good with giving access to channels. So maybe we could get in contact with them beforehand and... Plastic baggy! So I think we'll call it after stage 11 tonight. Have a good one, John. Enjoy your show. I'm not going to be too long till I've finished here. We've got another micro figure incoming. So what are we looking for now? We've got a whole bunch of them over here now. At least they're giving us 2 of each in case you lose them, I guess. But still, they are very, very tiny. I mean, they're so tiny that they're difficult to find. Look, there's one. How are you supposed to see that? There you go. Not great, is it? I mean, they've got the little claw hand, but still. There's one. And there's the other one. So we've got a little pile of them over here now. We'll try and get some macro photos of them when we're done. But still, they're not great. Mr. Journey is going to hopefully take the reins sometimes as my cameraman extraordinaire over this year, and provide some help and support to the channel when he can, and hopefully help us along the path to success, and in time to come possibly become a permanent fixture of the channel as well, in so much as that he works behind the scenes with us. That's the hope. We're hoping we can get to that point. So fingers crossed that this is a big year for us. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of updates with the Universal Studios and a lot more. We'll just see how it goes. So when I'm talking to Mr. Journey about, you know, possibly going to certain places, I mean it. If we can get there and we can do it on the cheap, or the channel can pay for it, we're going to do it. And Lisa, hopefully, will also be joining us for some of it. When Natalie feels a bit more on her feet, she might also come out and about. But also, the one that I really want to come the most, no offense, Mr. Journey, but it's my wife and kids. They're who I want to come the most on a lot of these things. And hopefully they'll be able to do more of that as the channel progresses. Maybe one day we can even do a Disney cruise. We'll see. Building up a corner here. Look at this. It's we're getting some height. We're building some height. But yes, Mr. Journey is hopefully going to be providing us with a lot more assistance. And we're going to be providing him with some assistance as well. Because you can find him, well, obviously there at Coaster Journey, if you just click on his channel. But you can also find him on Facebook at A Coaster Journey, or just Coaster Journey. I'm not really sure. And you guys, you know, people can throw Mr. Journey some support as well, which is very, very handy. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and all that kind of stuff. And that would be nice. 2, 3. This piece here. This piece here. And then we want a stud. Yes, Liseberg in Sweden is... Okay, so I've got some bucket list parks for 2025. I'd love to go to Liseberg in Sweden, but I really wanted to go with the water park being open, but obviously that exploded. Shouldn't laugh, but that's literally what happened. It exploded. Just practically days before opening. So that's why it's kind of been on the back of the back burner. So I was hoping that they rebuild, and I think they are going to, or they might have already begun. 2026, so they've begun rebuilding it, have they? 2026 for water park. We've got Plopsaland of Pan is somewhere I really want to go. Park Asterix, Europa Park, Phantasialand, Efteling. These are all places. And then what is the Wallaby with the dual RMCs? Is that Wallaby Belgium? They've got Untamed and now dueling RMCs as well? Or is it Wallaby Holland? Because I want to go on them dueling RMCs, baby. It's Holland, is it? So what's getting there like? Because obviously, I've never done an RMC. I know you've done several. But to have 3 of them in one park and knock out 3 of them in one go would be astounding. So what is getting to Wallaby Holland like? Is it a difficult journey? Is it easy? Could we drive it, for example? And for those who don't know what an RMC is, it's a Rocky Mountain construction roller coaster. These are oftentimes they're wooden coasters, but they go upside down and they do a whole bunch of other things. Easy drive, you imagine amazing parks on the way, Efteling to Overland. So it's quite the drive then. It's quite the drive. It's something you'd want to put into a major trip rather than just going specifically for if you're driving, then I would assume. So we'll just have to see how the wind blows, shall we say, over the course of this year. But the more people that click subscribe, the more ability that we will have to cover these places. Fly to Amsterdam, it's easy train otherwise from there. I mean, we could do that. Now building the second level of Gringotts. I mean, holy crap. There's a lot of Diagon Alley here. I don't know where this is going to end up displayed in the house. But it's going to be really big. And if you're watching and haven't clicked the like button yet, please do. We really appreciate it. It just helps us algorithmically. Why is just putting an extra one of these on? One step, all in itself. That doesn't make much sense. Right. Block, and then we're going to put these awesome gem-looking things on. I don't know if you'll be able to see these. I'll bring one up to the camera. Got to put a couple of these on. My God, I will say, working, and I've moaned about it already a few times, but working with these at micro scale really does hurt your fingers. More so than working on the bigger sets. And I mean, this is technically a big set, but wow. Fingers are getting sore, baby. Oof. Turn this around. And get this. Put this on underneath it. Find an angle piece. Like that. Put that on there. And put that little plate on top of it. I also worry, Mr. Coaster Journey, if you wanted to fly to Amsterdam, you might have other nefarious reasons for flying to Amsterdam. Joking. By the way. Right, that goes on there. We have an upper wall, so I'm guessing we're going to build the other side wall now. Starting to gain some height. Right, yeah, I was right. We're going to build the other side now. Oh god, more gems. More gems, because of course. Right, so we're going to put these on first, and then we'll put the gems on after. That seems like the way. I'd like to see the city. Only had a few hours midday there, so it would be good to see. Efteling and Toverland are on your plans. Okay. Well, we will have to look into all of it. You know, if we can do things on a budget, that would be great. It would be really, really great. Because we're not rich. Contrary to popular belief. I mean, that's why Lisa's at Disneyland and I'm not, you know? She could... She's right now there. She's staying Compass Club at the moment at Newport Bay Hotel. So hopefully there's some content to come from there. I know I've got a little short that I can put out of some construction down there in Disney Village. It was sent to me earlier. So we will put that out. Hopefully she's collecting another full-blown Disney Village Walls update, because she said to me she has been filming quite a bit on her DJI Pocket 3. But that footage will come later. I'm assuming that goes straight on there. Yes, it does. Look at that. And it's falling straight in. Now I've got the next level, pretty much, of Gringotts Bank. Let me try something here. That's about right. That's a bit better. Yeah. We'll leave it like that. Excuse me. I accidentally punched the mic stand. And then... Okay, so they're going like that. Right. Overhanging slightly. I get you. Just locking on the walls at the moment. Making them less flimsy. I mean, they're still pretty flimsy, let's face it. But we are coming to the end of this stage. And I think the end of this stream, because I think 2 hours is as good as any to call it. I'd love to continue building though, but now it won't be until at least Sunday, because tomorrow night we're going to chill out, we're going to have a chat, we're going to do some music, we're going to have some fun. So come along for that, because it's the one time we're going to do it without it being members only. So usually those shows are members only. Tomorrow night, it's not. And we're doing that for a reason, to get people to sign up at 99p a month to become a member, because we really appreciate you. And we thought we'd do one of the members only shows completely free, so to speak, just for one time only. Also, perhaps to raise a little bit of money towards the drone that we need to buy to cover the Universal UK resort for the next 5 years, which I think Mr. Coaster Journey is also going to help me out in covering at times. So, hopefully, that thing's £360, the one that we're looking at, if it's still available. Being sold on a local marketplace, and we'd certainly like to get our hands on it, if we could, at that price. Okay. Clip that on there. Clip that one on there. We really are getting somewhere with this now. Quite amazing. What's also amazing is once again, let me just point out the difference between the horizontal and the vertical streams tonight. So on the horizontal stream, we've had 20 views, which is not great. But on the vertical stream, we've had 438. I think YouTube really need to sort this shit out. And I say that because, yes, I get that people scroll through short form content. I understand that. But I think also people want to see a higher quality stream. And yet they're pushing this short form stuff. And I get why they're doing it. It's to be directly in competition with TikTok. I understand it. But it's frustrating. Not just for me, but, you know, I guess for the viewer as well. Because if you're watching on the vertical stream and you want to watch a higher quality one, you've then got to go to the channel and find it. And maybe that's not a bad thing. But in the same breath, why not push them both the same? Rant over. On that one. We're going to clip these on. Clippy. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We are very nearly at the end of this stage. And by that, I mean we are there. Right. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And on that goes on there. Like that. And that is the completion of stage 11. I mean, should I go one more just to finish this book? Let me see. Is it just 12 to go? It does look like it. I know people are going to jump ship over to that, to All In, over on Sergeant Grumpy's channel. But I almost feel like I should finish this Gringotts and this book. Because then at least when we start off fresh on Sunday or Monday, we're starting with a new thing. And so there'll be 2 more sets of the street that hopefully Chrissy will be well enough to do. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing stage 12. I say that. I've got to find it. I'm doing stage 12. That should look a bit better now. And of course the bags of paper. Because of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? Although I do see flames. Which means we're probably putting the dragon up. Flames! Yes, exciting times ahead for Universal and hopefully exciting times ahead for all of us, Mr. Journey. Hopefully. Been a long time coming, building these channels and, you know, or building this channel and hopefully people like what we do. Good night, Julie. Enjoy. And, okay. Let's go. See, I told you this would happen. No loyalty. I'm joking. I'm joking. I get why people go over. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna finish it, Mr. Journey, because we're not gonna finish the set, but we're gonna finish this build, Gringotts, because it's only one more bag, and then we won't be doing a build tomorrow night. We'll be doing music and live chat and stuff like that. So I'd rather, when hopefully Chrissy takes this over on Sunday or Monday, she start fresh with a new section of street. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway. Well, this is making my... What is that? I tell you, this is making my hands raw at this point. Very, very raw. It's just because there's such a tiny part. You're busy gluing stuff with poly cement. Are you really? Are you enjoying your poly cementing? So this is going through this hole. Okay. And then we're going to build something and plug it on the bottom. Okay, that makes sense. It's a big chandelier. We're building a big chandelier. But we're building it from above. We've got to find that piece. That central piece. There it is. And then, where's the bloody base? There's the base. We're going to stick a gem in the bottom of it. Teeny tiny gem. Straight in the bottom. It would help if that was plugged in there. And the gem plugged in there like that. That's fine, Tiana. Good evening. We're on our final bag of the evening, though. Because we've built the second section of street, and now we're building Gringotts Bank. As you can probably see here. So when we finish building Gringotts is when we finish the stream for this evening. So you're probably about 20 minutes out. So, good evening. How are you? Have you had a good day? And have you hit the like button? Yeah, it's looking very good. I do agree. It's looking very good. And I'm building a chandelier at the moment, which we've got to build randomly from above, like that. And then I guess we're going to plop it in, probably there like that. That's exactly right. That's exactly where it's going. And then it will hang inside Gringotts. Look. That's clever. I like that. Mixture of poly cement, epoxy, and super glue. That seems like one hell of a mixture, mate. Don't glue yourself, please. Just don't do that. It would be harmful for you if you were to do that. So just yeah, be careful. I know you do this all the time. I know you do it all the time. But accidents happen. Oh, so you've already glued yourself once tonight. So I was right to give the warning. Chances, that's fair enough. I'm alright, thank you. School was so much fun. Had this apprenticeship workshop and did this activity and was in the advertisement and sung an original song about Fish Tank. Oh, that's awesome. We'll be singing tomorrow night. That's what I'm doing tomorrow night. We're doing some music and we'll start around 7-ish, 7:30, and we'll be going for an hour and a half. And it's not for members only, it's for everybody for this one time. You know, if people want to mock me or take the piss or all of that, they can do it. I don't mind, because it's fun. We're here to have fun. And maybe make some people smile. So, right, we're building walls again, twice. 2 walls. They are big, beautiful walls. I've just moved my microphone. That's all right. We're going to have some fun. Like I say, that's the idea. We're just going to have some fun. Well, look, regardless of that, it wouldn't matter. It genuinely wouldn't matter because I like entertaining people, and I've always enjoyed entertaining people, and if it makes people smile, that's all that matters. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be horizontal only, so I don't expect a lot of people to come along. Because if I do it vertical and hundreds of people watch, I'll get stage fright. 460 views on the vertical stream tonight. Not many watching at one time, but it's, you know, I'm not sure I want that. So we'll do it horizontal only. We'll have a laugh. We'll have some fun. Hopefully it'll be good fun and all in good fun, and people will come along to enjoy themselves. But you know what it's like. So Chrissy's out tomorrow night, and that's why I can get away with this, because she can't have a go at me for making loads of noise. See? Strategy. And we know that some people love it. So we'll do it. I'm going to try and get the guitar sorted as well and plugged in, quite possibly. Really piss off the witch next door. Might even try and get both guitars involved. That's right, both of them. Considering what you went to see on Saturday night, Mr. Coaster Journey, you might recognize something that I will show you in a minute. I will show you something that you might recognize. I'm not saying you will. Oh, yeah. See, my wife tells me that I've, she always tells me, and you know, a lot of people tell me as well, and I don't see it, but they tell me that I should have gone into singing. I should have gone into music rather than whatever it is I'm doing. Like I say, I don't see it, but they say it a lot. 3rd floor of Gringotts, rising up. Looking good. Got some height to it. I like it. I remember once I had a friend, I won't name him, but we did, we played together, music-wise, and he would only play guitar. And for shits and giggles, we went and entered Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, we did. And we went to the auditions at the Excel Centre in London. And Chrissy was there, she came with us. And we did the audition, not for the judges, but the first lot of auditions that you do. And they said to me, they took me aside and they said, "We don't know why you've got an additional guitar player with you. It doesn't make any sense. We'd like you to audition on your own." And I said, no. And, like, people with me, not the other guy, obviously, he got really quite upset and offended that they'd even suggested it. So, I didn't want to look like the arsehole. And I didn't want to throw him under the bus. So people with me were like, yeah, do it. But they also understood why I chose not to. Because to me, it just didn't seem like a very nice thing to do. And, I don't know, that guy now stalks me, so. Yeah. Bit weird. Tiana says, "That's what I've been told. I got 3 fist bumps after I sung the song to my new friend group at school to get away from the people who made me negative. It's amazing feeling for that." Yeah. But like I say, I just didn't want to seem like the arsehole, and you could very much tell that what they had said had upset him. And I didn't want to upset him. Which I guess is fair enough. I mean, people understood it anyway. But they also said I should have done it on my own. And you know what? To this day, I'm kind of glad that I didn't. Because I don't think I'm mentally fortified for the pressure of a TV show like that. To be honest. And that back then they wouldn't have recognized me as autistic, and I'd have probably ended up having meltdowns, and I'm just glad I didn't do that. But even the show were pretty taken aback when I said no. What do you mean no? People don't say no to us. Well, I did. That's, what I thought was loyalty until, like I said, the person ended up stalking me, but different story. Long story. This is looking good. Oh dear. Wow, these parts are getting teeny tiny. Oh, my fingers are really starting to hurt. They are raw. I have no idea how people could sit and build this whole set in one sitting, and I guarantee you there are people that do. And build bigger. Are they wearing gloves or what? Jeez. Yeah, me and Chrissy have sat here and built some sets over the last few months, but Christ, this hurts. Right. That looks about right to me. Yep. That looks good. No, and Tiana, you know what? And also having that pressure placed upon you, knowing that you would have been put in that position because you threw somebody else under the bus. as well is just not something that sat well with me. And I don't have much empathy for human beings anyway. But even I thought that was a dick move. Even I thought that would have been a real dick move. And nowadays, I think, yeah, fuck that guy. I should have just done it. But then, like I said, the pressure of the actual situation may well have been too much for me. But yeah, secondary higher wall with its accents. You must admit, you kind of guilt trip yourself. You always feel bad for saying no. But the thing is, look, I only said no. They're telling me that they want me and not that other person. And it's nice to hear, but it's also not nice to have that person standing next to you hearing it as well. If they'd taken me aside, for example, that might have been different. But they were brazen. They were absolutely brazen. They just did it right in front of them. The producers did. They were just like, yeah. They came out to us and they said, we want you, but not you. And it's like, yeah. And when you're placed in that scenario, it's like you go, let me think about that. And the person next to you feels pretty broken down because of it. You go, yeah, no, I'm good. Sucks. It does suck. I'll tell you what else sucks. This. Wow, that's not very secure. But hey ho, we'll continue on. Put that in the middle. Gonna wrap these pieces around the edge. Then we're going to stick a green dome on top. So yes, anyway, the moral of the story is don't sign up for talent shows because other people want to, mate. Because and then the talent show turns around and goes, well, we don't want the person that actually wanted to sign up. We want the other one that's come because it was asked to. Gringotts roof. On. Now we're building a dragon. Oh, aye, a dragon. So, yeah, that's the moral of the story. Heed my warning, or don't, as the case may be. But yeah, if you really want to do something like that, after my experience, I would suggest just go it alone. Unless, of course, you're both, like, say, for example, you're doing singing, you both sing equally and you do harmonies and stuff like that. That's different, right? But he didn't sing a note. You'd love to do something you believe you could, but the question is, am I good enough? Well, that the only person that can answer that is, I guess, you. And if you feel you're good enough, I never do feel that I'm good enough. But you know what? I like it. I just enjoy having fun. So, yeah, and people tell me I am all of the time, but I don't care. Like, I don't believe them. If that makes sense. But I do enjoy entertaining people and I do enjoy having fun. So what why are you giving me a yes and a no? I'm confused. Okay, so let's go on that way around. Right, I get you. This is going to be a dragon of some kind to go on top of Gringotts. I think that's his feet. What are we doing? A wing. We're doing a wing. I can't work out if our children are having fun or murdering one another. Okay. That's one wing. And we are nearly there with this Gringotts build. It is coming up close. Oh dear, it's literally me and my sister. We are literally murdering each other or having fun. Yeah, if you'd been here at the beginning of the stream, Tiana, there was a death match between Oreo the kitten and River the dog. No, you couldn't see it, but I was giving full UFC style commentary on it because it was happening right in front of me. And it didn't last 5 seconds. It lasted a while. They were going at it. It was brutal. And Chrissy put her money on the kitten to win, and I put my money on the dog. And realistically, I don't think there was a winner. Okay, that's apparently a dragon. He's a dragon. And we're going to plonk him on the... Does he just plonky on the roof? He does. He goes on like that. And then like that. Okay. Just going to finish off with a street lamp. Going to build a street lamp. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But it was gold. It was comedy gold. And street lamp is done. And that, my friends, is Jenga, also known as Gringotts Bank. And the end of the stream for this evening. Well, the end of the build anyway. We'll chuck it up onto big camera so you can actually see this thing properly. Give me a sec. Look at that. Little dragon on the roof. Gringotts Bank. 3 floors. If you're on the horizontal stream, you can see this way better. You can see in there a little chandelier. And this is the end/middle piece of Diagon Alley. And that brings us to 3 segments of this alleyway done. So we have the Gringotts. We have the segment we built earlier, which is this here. With more detailing in the back of each shop. And then we still have the section that we built over the last few nights. Is this one? I have no idea how we're going to display this because we've just done 12 bags out of 21. So there's still plenty more to go. This thing is going to be huge. Even at micro scale, this thing is going to be huge. And then we've got all these micro figures as well. And they're all in my hand here. Let me just go back to the build cam. Yeah, 21. 21 bags. So we're 12 in. And that is pretty much it for tonight. So, if you've enjoyed it, smack the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please do that. And of course, if you want to become a member from just 99p a month, you can do so. But we're going to do a members only stream tomorrow night around 7:30. That's not for members. So we're going to do some music. We're going to chat. We're going to wax lyrical. We're going to talk about stuff. And hold on a sec. Mr. Coaster Journey, are you still present? Because if you are, I want to show you something. I might ask my wife for a bit of support here. Okay, okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ish. Ow! Ow! Let's see if we can get this up and running, shall we? See if we can get this up and running tomorrow. Quite possibly. It is very cool. It is very cool. That there is a Jackson Randy Rhodes flying V guitar. I need to sort out the Floyd Rose. It's got a bit of a crack on the neck. We got it in that condition, unfortunately. So it's... You used to play electric guitar, did you? Do you play acoustic? Because that we can do as well. Ooh. That we can do as well. Although the electrics are a bit messed up and are taped to the side at the moment. But they still work. They still work. When you've got a battery, anyway. Because electroacoustic guitars require batteries. Don't you know? Well, mine does anyway, because it's got a built-in tuner. So do I, Tiana, but those are my two. They're old, they're battered, but they're mine. And I can play them, surprisingly. I haven't played in a long time, though. Both are well out of tune. I need to sort the Floyd Rose out on the Jackson, because otherwise, if I don't sort the Floyd Rose out, it's not going to work. It won't stay in tune. But I've got to take the kids to see the Dog Man at the cinema tomorrow. So there might not be enough hours in the day. So if there aren't enough hours in the day, we won't be getting the Jackson up and running. The acoustic, though, is just a matter of putting a new square battery in it and tuning it. So that's easier. So we might get that up and running. We'll see. It's just a matter of sorting it out. Hi there, Wyatt. And I'm going to say goodnight there, Wyatt, as well. Because, look, once again, YouTube have screwed the horizontal stream, but that's where all the chat has mostly been. 22 views to 498 views on the vertical. It's not even close. So, yeah. If you're watching on vertical, there is always a horizontal stream going at the same time, which is much better quality and is there. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you have enjoyed this, it's just hit 500 on the vertical stream. If you've enjoyed this stream, then please don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, you can support us in other ways, including becoming a member and Patreon. There's going to be far more coming on the channel in the coming days, weeks, months. So keep an eye out, stick with us, and we promise you won't regret it. You might do, but you probably won't. You might do, though. So on that note, good night. Have a great time doing whatever it is you're doing, and we will see you tomorrow night for what would normally be a members only stream, but we're opening to everyone for this one time. See you then. Bye for now.